older folks used to say back in the day. They were like, hey, they would be like, howdy doody, or at least that's what I've seen in some movies. And in my whoops, in my brain, if it happened in a movie, then it's real. Oh shucks, I forgot to get plug for this thing. I gotta charge my light, but I don't know where. I haven't been live in a minute. I'm sorry. I just life be life, man. And then hey, Penny loves cats. I be like planning to go live and then stuff happens and then I don't do the live. But I was like, you know what? I haven't been live since last week. I think actually I was live last Thursday, maybe. I don't know. But everybody keeps messaging me, or not messaging, you can't message on YouTube. Everybody keeps commenting, when are you gonna be live? When are you gonna be live? But like I don't have a schedule. Cause like each day changes, life lives. But I'm here today. Let's see, is this light helpful or not? I mean, it kind of is, but I need to charge it. Like, I got this thing from Home Depot because I'm trying to like be better with like the environment and stuff. So I feel like that helps me so that I don't just like use up a whole bunch of electricity. I got to do my nails today. So I'm planning on doing that. And yeah, I finished the Spiritual Whistleblower book. So I'm excited for book club. Oh, you said my hair is so cute. Thank you. I just woke up. So this is gonna help my hair not to be like frizzy and things. Like I literally, well, I didn't just wake up. I woke up at like six something and now it's about to be 8 o'clock. But thank you. I got these things from the beauty supply store. These little things. I like to call these two braids. I always have at least two braids in front of my face. I call them my antennas. Ooh. How are you doing today, Miss Penne? Anything exciting happening in your life? I gotta check my schedule because I'm just so tired today. I woke up like so yeah, let me see. What do I have planned today? I think my mom wants to like film something. Uh, I'm gonna try also not to use TikTok today. I don't want to use TikTok, even though I already did that this morning. I'm going to try not to use TikTok, not to watch anybody's YouTube. I just want to read today and relax. So we're going to see. I haven't lately gone one day without using social media or watching content. And I really want to do that today. So my goal today is to just read. I went to the used bookstore yesterday and I got like 5 books, and then I already have like 2 stacks of books. So I'm like, I got to get through them. So my goal today is not to use any social media platform and literally just read. You said no, just school. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I do have a class to teach today. We're in the 3rd week right now. I have 2 public speaking classes going on, and one of them is for the Roblox game Dress to Impress. Oh, thank you for these hearts. And then the other one is for the Roblox game Grow a Garden. So we're in the 3rd week. So yesterday I had my Dress to Impress class and my gaming club. And today I'm doing my 3rd week in the Grow a Garden public speaking class. So, but that's not until like much later in the day. But I am excited about that because I love, first of all, it's always fun, playing with my students and stuff. But actually being able to teach them real life skills through Roblox is also pretty cool too. So, but yeah, but my stuff is virtual. So no one actually is going to school for these classes. Hi, Angel Pinnell. How fancy. I love seeing these things go up on the side, the hearts and the smiley faces, and then a heart and a smiley face. That's awesome. I hope everyone's having a terrific, what day is it anyway? Oh, maybe I'll say a wonderful Wednesday so we can keep it cool. Like, wonderful Wednesday. Yes, we're having a party on this wonderful Wednesday. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I have to teach my class. And then, like I said, my goal is to take a break from social media. So, of course, I'm on YouTube, but like, that's not really the same thing. But I'm going to try not to watch any YouTube videos. I do have to record some stuff. but I'm gonna try to take a detox day because I have some books that I want to actually read. I have like a whole lot of books and I have more books coming. So my goal is to, wean myself off of the socials so that I can do more studying and then I can produce more content and stuff as well. Oh, look at the puzzle effect. You said Roblox should be shut down, especially because 30% of its users are attempting nefarious acts. Well, um, the students in my clubs are safe. So I don't know about the students and other people. I don't know about other people's situations, but I have private servers, private gaming clubs, and I teach public speaking and leadership skills through Roblox and Minecraft. So perhaps the public servers can be shut down, but private servers are actually safe. At least when Coach Yana does it, because all of my children are safe on Roblox. And that's actually my business. So I don't need Roblox to shut down. But we should keep the children safe. You said, I thought that was only March 1st, a protest. I didn't even know there was a protest. I didn't even know that there was a social media protest. I'm just doing it because I need to be reading more. I need to be ingesting less from like TikTok and social media because it shortens your attention span. So this is more of just like a personal thing because I want to be more intentional with what my days look like. And I want to just read more because I have a lot of books. Um, so I actually want to read them. Like I got this book yesterday on stocks and like growth stocks, so I want to read that. Thank you, Stephen. I will keep doing what I'm doing. You said maybe when they're in your server, don't you agree the platform allows activities that it shouldn't? Yeah. You like my videos about narcissism and parents? Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I think that there should be much stricter things on Roblox. I definitely agree with you 1,000,000%. I don't think that children should just be able to chat and do all that stuff and turn their voice feature on. I agree. But in my gaming clubs, they're safe because it's just me and whoever signed up for that club. Even students aren't allowed to be in the server unless it's their gaming time. So but I do agree that, Roblox in general can be dangerous. But if you know how to use it, like me, you can actually teach children real skills like leadership, public speaking. So yeah, I think it's a tool, and any tool can either be used for good or it can be used for bad. It just depends on who's wielding the tool at the end of the day. Hey, Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its, formerly known as the Joker. You said arguably every platform has that. Yeah. So if Roblox needs to be shut down, perhaps every platform does. Right, exactly. You know, everything again is a tool. And if someone has the intent to do nefarious things, they're going to do it. It's unfortunate, but Roblox is a tool. However, it's also a great way for children to develop social skills, leadership, public speaking, all the things. Like in my clubs, it's a really good, powerful, wonderful tool. In my classes, the same. But outside of that, I can't really. I don't know. Outside of that, I don't know. You said it's wait, yeah, it's illegal. I heard not to have platforms that not it's illegal not to have Roblox. You lying. What up, Mark? I haven't seen you in a month for Sunday, but also I haven't been on here either. So that's probably why. You said you don't really care as long as you're making money, right? Oh Lord, Apostle, get out of here. Just leave. Because you're not, that's not accurate. Why would I make a gaming club for children if I didn't care about the children's safety? You don't even make any sense. You sound like a troll and a hater. Leave. Just go. Go away. Swipe and leave. You're no longer we don't want you in this chat anymore because you're just saying anything at the side of your neck. Like, what are you even talking about? Go away. Anyway, welcome, Mark. I'm gonna block that guy if he doesn't leave because you're just spewing nonsense. You said Roblox does poorly moderate for their own benefits. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jesus. Blame the company. I'm over here keeping the kids safe on Roblox and you coming at me. Like, what are you talking about? If the platform is there and children are on it, wouldn't you want someone to help? Or maybe he's into it. Maybe he's into doing stuff. I don't know. But you would think since the platform exists, you would want people on there who are helping children stay safe. but that's just me. Do you like blumpkins? I don't know what the heck a blumpkin is. Is that a pumpkin? I don't mind pumpkins, but I ain't never heard of no blumpkin before. It's exactly, it's giving projection. It's giving projection. Hi, Jiayang Zhang. What up? What up? It's definitely giving projection cheeses. Let me put my glasses on because I keep like doing like this. You said blumpkins are NSFW? I don't know what that is. NSFW. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to Google that one. Oh no, I look crazy this morning, guys. The lighting is not lighting. Oh, not safe for work. Okay, perfect. Well then, yeah, I don't know what that is. Thank you for removing that person. Jesus, I don't know what. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next conversation because we don't want anything that's not safe for work in this conversation. How's everybody's day so far, or week? I think it's been about a week since I was last live. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm pouring some water. I think I'm gonna switch the light really quick because um I don't think that this lighting is actually really helping at all. So I'm gonna try this one instead. Let's see. There's nothing worse than bad lighting. Well, there are worse things, obviously, than bad lighting, but I'm just saying. Okay, I feel like this is better lighting. Just had a trill a Tuesday. I love that. About to have a wonderful Wednesday, period. Then follow it up with a turnt Thursday. Maybe even going out with a ferocious Friday, period. Jesus, I'm trying to be like you. I'm over here a little bit sick today. Um, the girlies that get it, get it. It's just, that instead of Mother Nature sending a text, she's sending something else. So I'm struggling right now. My back is hurting. I'm bloated. I have acne. It's just it's not a horrible week. I just feel tired and drained. And it's raining here. But you know what? I can't complain because it's not snowing. And so I'm thankful for that. At least it's not snowing. Mother Nature won't let you block her. Exactly. She could have just sent me a text. She could have just sent me a text. Congratulations. You're not bearing anything. That would have been fine. But here we are struggling. So I'm going through it today. But I know I haven't been live in like so long. It's easier for me to go live later on in the week than earlier in the week. Because for some reason my Monday and Tuesdays are always like chaotic. But I did at least work out on Monday. So that was something that I had planned on doing and I got it done. And then I started this new class. I'm in this class for Daniel Lampin or Rabbi Daniel Lampin about the 10 fundamentals for finance. So he was like, you have to go get a journal and a new fountain pen. So this is my journal and fountain pen for the class. Because I'm trying to level up this year, honey. Okay. So I got my books on stocks that I gotta be reading on growth stocks and then like regular stocks, whatever. Then I got some books on like personal development, spirituality, healing from the narcissist and stuff. So today I'm taking a social media detox. This is my only social media interaction. But other than that, today all I want to do is read and be productive. So I'm thinking even maybe like a few days I'll just like take some time throughout the week to just like be totally off of social media, totally off of YouTube and just read. That is my goal. We'll see if that actually happens. You love my singing? Don't y'all start with that singing stuff today, okay? Before you know it, y'all gonna be asking when are you gonna make a song? Listen, guys, that's hard, okay? That's hard. Cool. I remember you saying you was gonna do his class. Yes, yes. So I actually started it months ago, but then I forgot about it. So I restarted it Monday. And this time I actually went out and I got the notebook. I got the expensive behind fountain pen. So I actually am doing it this time because this year is all about elevation. So His class is really cool. And you know what was so annoying? It was on sale this time, but I bought it before it was on sale. It was on sale for 50% off. And I missed it. What up, OG? OG's in the building. You said sing please. I knew y'all was gonna start this sing please. I knew y'all was gonna start this sing please, child. You said how fancy, right? A new journal and a new pen. You never heard of a fountain pen? What's the difference? Honestly, child, I don't know. I don't know, Penny, what the difference between a fountain pen and a regular pen is. I will say I don't want to show all my stuff that I wrote here, but the fountain pen has like it's like more inky, I guess. It's like, does that make sense? It's like a liquid ink versus like a coloring pen ink. I hope that makes sense. And he said that you have to get a new journal and a new fountain pen so that you get into the mindset and the ritual of like what you're supposed to do. Because in the class, when you wake up, you're supposed to write three things that you're grateful for to start the day. And then you're supposed to thank at least five people, write that down, and then journal whatever else. So I finished week one or day one or whatever. I'm trying to like stretch the class out. So yeah, you said breaking news. Oh, okay, subway shut down. Hi, Oswald. What exploded? I don't know. I think you might be tripping. You said, yeah, for some reason, I don't believe you, West. I don't believe you either because last time you came in here, I do remember you said something else that was real crazy and it turned out not to be true. So I think that Wes be living in a whole nother world. Okay. Consistency is key, but don't spread yourself thin. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I'm only doing the one class right now. Well, I teach my classes, but I'm only participating in one class. And I just finished this book today for book club, so I can check that off. So now I can start a new book. And yeah, so I'm like you said, I'm not overwhelming myself, but I definitely, just want to keep up and make 2026 the year of healing, the year of growth and knowledge. So today I'm taking a break from social media. We're going to see what happens. I'll let you guys know, but I'm planning not to use any social media today. Um, and I'm planning not to watch anything today. I just want to take like a little bit of a detox. Maybe I'll do my class. I have like so many classes that I need to take, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I finished the book. So that's proof. That is Peru. You said, what up, OG? Yeah, I hope you're doing well if you're still in here. You said, my home, what? Lucky's biggest fan. My home, my dad, my family, meow. Okay, period. Hi, Major Lawson. You said, just check last time. He said, go. See, I knew it. I knew it. You said last time, Godzilla attacked Japan. That's funnier. Yeah, that's actually funny, but the other one's not so funny. I knew it was him. I be remembering usernames. I knew it was that guy who said something crazy. I knew it. I can't remember what he said, but I knew it was him. And now we have this person that was a meow. Y'all are going crazy up in here today, but hey, that's fine. Shoot. It's better to have crazy than be sitting here bored and alone. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway, guys. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I wrote this book. It's for children. It's for my animated series. I'm thinking when I get to 4,000 subscribers, I'm thinking I'm going to do a giveaway for it. We'll see, but I don't know if anybody even of my subscribers even has kids because it seems like none of us do. So maybe I'll just like go and put this in a random place. Sometimes I will like I'll take one of my books because I have like three books so far. I'm gonna make another one too, and I have like a few more that I'm working on or that I'm working on in my brain. And sometimes I'll just go places and then I'll leave books in random locations with little notes on them, like give this to a child that you love. Thank you from Coach Yana, Laptop Life Coach. So I might do that. Oh, okay. Mark has children. Mark has three. Okay, perfect. So maybe I will do a children's book giveaway because yeah, that's all I really have is stuff for children. He said checking with credible sources. Now Japan is safe. So is Godzilla. Yeah, that guy is crazy. I knew it was him. Okay, so maybe I will do the giveaway for kids because I be thinking nobody in here be having kids or their children be old. You're loud AF. Thank you, Damien. I'm glad that you have working ears. I wish that you knew you could turn the volume down. I wish you were aware that you do have the capability on your phone to turn the volume down. Oh, you got locked up. They won't let you out. They won't let you out. You're locked up. They won't let you out. No. Period. Oh, wait, that wasn't the song. That's when I do it. For you guys, it's bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay. Free hearing check. Right. And I used to be a cheerleader, so I was loud. But I wish you knew that you had volume control and you could just turn the volume down. But hey, some of us don't know we have free will. He said, be thankful you can even hear her, period, Penny. You like my shirt? Thank you. What's your name? Unglued Jude. That's a really creative username, actually. Unglued Jude. Are you a YouTuber by chance? That sounds like you do like reactions. If I were to take a guess, Unglued Jude probably does reactions and probably um has very unhinged opinions about a lot of stuff. That's my guess. We'll see. You need a soundboard for all your quotes. I'm telling you, I need to get a soundboard, but it's better live. It is a great name. Yeah, I don't be remembering stuff like that. When you guys are like, you should get a soundboard. I don't even remember. So I'd be remembering and then I'd be forgetting. Let's see if I was correct. You said a small one. I play music. Oh, and video games. You do some art. Okay, shout out to you. We support YouTubers. Everybody, if you're feeling froggy, let's go support. Well, there's only a few of us in here. But if you're feeling froggy, leap and go support Unglued Jude. You said I'm unhinged though? Hey, the best of us are unhinged, okay? The normies are for, who wants to be normal? You know what I'm saying? And for real, if you're normal in this society, the way that the world operates, you're probably really the one that's unhinged. That's just my opinion. Mostly on Twitch. Oh, you just subbed. Woo woo. Thank you. Just so you know, for everybody that's subbing, the content that I make regularly is very different from the lives. The content that I create is more about like narcissistic parents and narcissism and stuff. But lives are just about talking, having a good time and stuff. So just in case you get shocked. But I do reactions. Like, did y'all see? I just posted it a few days ago. Okay, I have two things. I know Mark saw the one. The one lady who did like 31, oh no, 30 days of like being aggressive to her ex or something like that. Like she got him committed. She called the police on him. She called his grandma and said he was going to put her in a nursing home. She called his mom and said he had a hidden child. She's a menace. She's a whole menace. Yes, W Energy. Thank you, Unglued Jude. I love your username. Download meme board. I think it's in the app store. Oh, you can make your own? Really? Okay. You said no, that girl needs help. Yeah, and find someone just as wild as her. I'm gonna look up meme board because I have my laptop out right here. So that way I can type it down. Is that what's called? Meme board. Okay, I have it. I wrote it down on my laptop so I can remember after the live. Yeah, she needs help. She also said she put like sugar water on his baseboards. She put a bouillon cube in his shower head. What else did she do? She had people like stand outside of his house. She called his job to make people think he was like addicted to substances. Um, she sent she sent flowers to his job pretending like she was the sponsor for his substance problem. She's a menace. I was like, girl, you need to be in jail, honey. You need to be in jail. So I reacted to that. And then there was this other video I reacted to about this woman. Her husband is grieving his side chick. I was like, you ain't crazy enough for me, girl. How is your husband grieving his side chick in your face? He already cheated on you. He should just be happy that you didn't leave him. But he has the nerve to grieve the loss of his side chick in front of his wife. I just feel like that is the epitome of disrespect. The epitome of disrespect. You said, would be cool to see you react to the videos in this format. Oh, put the videos you're watching above your head. Okay, I did try Streamlabs. I tried that before, but then like sometimes my Wi-Fi be tripping. So it was like not working all the way. And then I tried it another time and it did work. So I'll try it again. I'll try it again and see what happens. We were when we did that, I think we were going through like rich houses. We're doing like tours of these like mega mansions. So I'll try it again. So you can keep pausing it. Okay, yeah, I'll try it again. I'll try it again. I'll try it again and see what happens. Yeah, he was grieving his side chick. No, I don't have I have a Air, so I don't even have the ability to put it in the modem. But what I could do, because I'm kind of far away from the Wi-Fi in my room, so perhaps I'll figure it out and I'll give it another go. I'll give it another try. Because it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And what I used to do before I got my laptop, when like the Diddy case was going on, I would and OG, I think OG was the only one here when I was doing it like that. I would like have my iPad like this, but on the opposite camera, and then I would be talking behind it. So I might try it again. I might try that again. Good. Hi, Lil 16. You said, I think they make a USB. Oh, okay. I'll give it another go. I'll give it another shot. I have a question though. Oh, Jesus said, I'd be grieving your side chick, I'd be out. Yeah. Would you guys be okay if your significant other was grieving the loss of their side chick? How would you feel about that? I would be very, very upset because if you can lie to me for however long you were with the side chick, why can't you lie now? Why do you have to suddenly show your true feelings? Why do you have to now suddenly show that you're sad that your side chick left? Like you was an actor this whole time. Keep acting, keep lying. Why you want to tell the truth now? You need to do that with the vertical format live stream too. Um, Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause you know what? Also with my StreamYards, it lets me do two lives at the same time. So it has one this way, and then it has one that way. So I'll do that. But I gotta figure out what we'll react to. So let me plan that out because that will require a little bit more preparation. But yeah, I mean, mine as well. Let me give you some time to grieve and they never see you again. Me either. Cause my thing is, why all of a sudden now you want to tell the truth? You were lying this whole time in your marriage. And then she's making videos now about how she should support him in his time of grief. So as the wife, you are supporting your husband's grieving his side chick. But is he supporting you grieving the loss of your trust? Like, and people in the chat in the comments were like, sis, is he grieving as much as you are? Like, he's the one who lied and you're helping him miss his side chick? Oh, no, you ain't crazy enough for me. Why would you stay if the guy has a side chick? You got to go. Exactly. Exactly. That's the first thing. Like, but I know that there are people who, granted, I've never been married before, so I don't know. I think I like to say I would leave because you think like that's what you would do. But I know that there are women and men who I guess they stay in their wedding. Hi, Mackenzie. Welcome. They stay in their relationships because they don't want to like mess their family up. I don't know. Couldn't be me, but that's already on the line. But now he's grieving his side chick. Oh no. No, honey, that is not good. He said that's interesting. They like do both. Yeah, yeah. On StreamYards, you can do both. Girl, come comfort me with the girl he's cheating on you with. Police, exactly, exactly. And then I'm like, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again because she's literally on TikTok. That's all her TikTok videos are now, is her talking about how she's supporting her husband while he's grieving his side chick. What? That's crazy work. I'd be so unattracted to her. Oh, wow. So you would be unattracted to your wife if she helped you grieve your side chick. I get that because she doesn't have any self respect. I hate to say that, but like that's what it seems like. The cheating side chick griever and the sugar water board ex need to unite. Yes, yes. The grieving side chick needs some of the crazy from the lady who put sugar water and did that whole thing in December to her man. They need to meet in the middle and then they can have sanity. They need to meet in the middle. Because on one hand, you should not be trying to get revenge on your ex for the full month of December. And then on the other hand, you shouldn't be helping your husband grieve his side chick. There has to be a healthy medium. Those can't be the only options. We can't those can't be the only options. You have a pretty smile. Oh, thanks. FWB. Oh, I don't know what that means. Cheez-Its. Is that safe for work? Is this acronym safe for work? I don't know what that means. Oh, help! Help! Is this safe for work? Oh, okay. Friends with benefits only. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute. Am I being trapped again? Thank you. Let the crazies be with each other. Exactly. Stop disturbing everyone. That's not the friends with benefits. That's not the happy medium. You can be happily married and not cheat on your partner. And you can also leave. We don't have to be crazy on either way. We don't have to support our cheating husbands while they're grieving their side chicks. And we don't have to stalk our exes either. We can just live in peace. You said, do I only date white guys? Why would you say that? Why would you ask me, do I only date white guys? No. Listen, I date anybody who has a mental sanity. But right now, 2026, I'm not dating. I've already said that. Granted, you might not have known that, but I'm not dating this year. I'm focused on healing. Okay. If somebody comes into my life, then fine, but I'm not searching for it. You come off as very whitewashed. Well, I'm glad that I don't really care. I really don't care about that at all. Not even a little bit. You said, what does that even mean? Right. You said friends with benefits is just two people that who are dating but aren't right. That's the whole confusion thing. 2026 is about clarity, okay? Clear mindedness. It's hard to get married in 2026 from a male's perspective. I feel like it's hard to get married, period, because now everything is so transactional. You gotta show up, and it's just draining. Dating in general is draining. I don't have time, okay? I got stuff I'm doing. I got classes to teach. I got content to create. So if someone comes around and we're compatible and he's sane and emotionally stable, then fine. But other than that, I ain't got time for the transactional stuff. Okay. Oh, now I'm beautiful in every single way. Sure. You just called me whitewashed. The craziness of it all. But if you hey, it's all good. Oh, you're saying you don't get married. Oh, okay. Otherwise, chances are you'll get cheated on. Okay, that's what Garen's saying. Just keep it situations. I don't know because you might not get cheated on in your marriage. There are people but thank you for explaining your thought process. There are people who are monogamous, but it seems like most people are married and are not happy in their marriage. I don't know. I don't know, man. You say you seem like a good person. Thanks. You seem like a good person. Hi, Hattie. Thank you. I said you're a whitewash. I never said you were a dime. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll let it pass. We'll let it pass. Well, thank you. A 10 out of 10. Oh, wow. Thank you. That is wild, but hey, we're just gonna let it pass. The internet is a very the internets. Hey, what can we say? It is what it is. The switch up with the ounce of acknowledgement. But hey, right, it is what it is. Hi, Romania. Romania. I hope I said that correctly. Do I have a pet? No. But I do like to go to the pond. There is a pond that's near me. And believe it or not, the geese there are actually super nice. and so are all the birds. And there's only one place that I've ever been that has nice geese, and it's there. So I will go there and I will buy a bag of bird food and I'll feed the local birds. So those are my pets, but they're wild animals. And I just like to feed them because those are the nice, friendly geese. And it's very rare that you find geese that are friendly. So I like to think that those are my pets, but I don't have to clean up after them or take care of them or have any responsibility over their well being. So those are my pets. You said I'm new to the channel. You're very beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jedediah. It's Romania, Russia, XD. Okay, 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 period. You're Spanish, so all right. I thought you were Russian because it says Russia. They must be white since they believe that. Salute the effort. Guys, I'm not dating this year, okay? I just got out of a on again, off again thing that I was in for years, and I'm good. I need a break. I need a break. I almost dated this other guy recently, in between the on again, off again, and then I realized he was crazy. And then I was dating this other dude. He was crazy. So I was like, you know what? Maybe everyone's just crazy, you know? Maybe everyone around me is crazy. So I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. Make sure I like all the geese. Okay. They just have to be friendly. She's a key lime pie. What's a key lime pie? I've never had a key lime pie, but I have had key lime pie yogurt. I have had that. A lot of assumptions about you. Well, you're the one who came in here talking about me being whitewashed. You didn't know this chat is protective. You came in here calling me whitewashed, so we're just assuming things. You know what I'm saying? But now we know. You said you're definitely gonna like and subscribe. Thanks. My regular content on YouTube is not as exciting as my lives. So my normal content is more about narcissism and getting over that those type of family systems and dynamics. But the lives are where we just have a good time and chat. I am trying to do more reaction content though, because I don't want my whole page on YouTube to be like about dealing with narcissists. So I'm trying to like switch it up. But it seems like my viewers only want narcissistic videos. Y'all be watching my other stuff, but I'm trying to add a little bit of fun in the regular videos too. Mm. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me get caught up. Maybe drop a vat of acid and become crazy too. You want me to become Harley Quinn? That's funny. We're all a little crazy. You got to find one that matches the crazy. No, I don't mind a little crazy because clearly I'm a little unhinged as well. But like this guy was crazy, crazy. Like he was crazy. Like the last guy that I stopped, the real crazy one, he was dangerous crazy. I'll tell you a real quick story. So we were out on a date, right? He never came across this way. We used to like hold hands. He was like a real gentleman. He was from Eastern. He was this like Eastern European guy, very polite, held the doors open for me, like very chivalrous. Until one day I said no. He asked me if I wanted to go to his house. I was like, no, I don't want to go to your house. And then everything switched. And then he starts driving to his house anyway. And I was like, I want to go to my car. I want to go home. It's late. I don't want to do whatever you think we're about to do. It's not happening. Take me home. And he continues to drive anyway to his house. And so I'm like, where are we going? He said, oh, we're just going to go to my house. I said, no, I want to go home. He was like, oh, well, you didn't really say that. So he's still driving. So I had to get ignorant in the car. And then I had to show him my crazy side. Like, I will crash this car before you take me to your house. Like, I'm crazy too, and I might be crazier than you are. And then once I got ignorant and I showed the other side of me, then he took me back to my car. And that was the last time we hung out. So when I say crazy, I don't mean like the funny crazy, like, no, that was dangerous crazy. And I don't know what his plans were, but I kept saying, no, take me to my car. I want to go home. And he kept driving to his house until I took my mask off and I let him know, like, I'm crazier than you are. Then he took me to my car. So when I say crazy, I don't mean like, haha, funny. I mean like, no, like actually crazy. So yeah. Hi, Alamo. You say you were just joking. You're good. Oh no, it's okay. I know. You so Garwin says I always get black girls who want to date me, but oh, you're a white woman. Oh, you want we don't is there some kind of vibe? I don't really know, Garwin. I mean, what if you want to be a racist and only date whatever? I mean, that's on you. We don't care. I'm telling you right now, no black woman would be upset that you only want to date white women. We don't care. Who cares? Who cares? It's a very soft world. I mean, you say you like story times. Oh, that was like a real story. You said everyone, let's get the likes up. Oh, thank you, Jedediah. I appreciate that. You said you're 36-year-old. You're on your 19th year in the army, so not a Zoomer. I don't know what a Zoomer is. Wrong accusation, LOL. Someone said I'm white. Wrong again. Okay. Let's okay, we don't let's not beef in the chat. This is not that place, okay? Viber, we're good. We're all good with you, man. Relax. It's not that serious. We're all good here. You know what I'm saying? You the one came in here putting accusations in the first place. Just let it go. It doesn't matter. For real, vibe people will start saying, yeah, just right. You came in here first with the stuff. And then you want to say everyone else is soft. You are appearing to be soft. It's not that serious. We're on to the next topic anyway. We're on to the next topic. It doesn't really matter. It sounds like something he would do, right? So that was scary. So yeah, for me, like I don't mind a little unhinged. We're all a little crazy, but if I say no, the answer shouldn't be yes. You know what I'm saying? If a woman says, take me back to my car, that's what I mean. I don't mean keep driving to your house. So that was scary. And so, because of that situation, now I haven't dated someone that I didn't already know since then because that scared me. Because I went on a whim and I'm like, oh, this guy is cool. And I usually only date people that are in my social circle if I am going to date. So I already know them. But that was the first time that I had dated someone that wasn't a part of like my social circle or someone that I hadn't seen regularly. And well, he ruined it for everyone. Because if I tell you to take me home and if I tell you to take me to my car and you try to take me to your house, that's a dead mission. So because of him, I will probably never date someone that's not already in my social circle because I would be scared, honestly. Or it would take a long time before I would get in his car. Like I usually, because I don't like to drive, so like if it's someone that I kind of know, I'll like meet up somewhere, take a picture of the license plate, send it to my family, get his picture and his ID just so everybody knows who I'm with, and then we'll hang out. But that terrified me. So now, unless someone is in my social circle, I will not date them because you might try to kidnap me or something. So, yeah. Yeah. Too many true crimes. Exactly. As a female, that's creepy. It is creepy. It is creepy. And then, like, he was doing weird stuff. Like, before we would hold hands and like I was trying to hold he like snatched his hand away. He's just like his whole personality shifted because I said no. And I was like, oh, we haven't even been dating for 3 months yet. And you already turning into a monster. I started thinking, like, what else would you do? You know what I'm saying? So now I only granted I'm not dating this year in general. Like that's my goal anyway. But if I do, I would have to really, really know someone before I would get in their car. Or we would have to like go places that I could drive to myself. Like we can go to a coffee shop during the day or something. But you ain't finna be putting me in nobody's ditch. Strangers are moving weird. Yeah, that's so true. Yet sucky requirement. Yeah. She needs to be in the dating pool for real. It's so much involved. Yeah, dating is already draining enough getting to know somebody. And like it was so random. Like he was such a gentleman before. Like literally he was such a gentleman. And then suddenly it shifted and I realized that I was in danger. But up until that point, we had been on dates every weekend. He was so gentlemanly, like beyond. Even like when we went somewhere, he would tell me where to park. Like he would open the door, everything. Make sure like he would put his hand up in case someone was walking near me, make a path for me in the walkway, like literally Prince Charming. And then the crazy came out. And I was like, whoa, that was a very, very stark change. And that scared me really bad. Dating apps. That wasn't even a dating app. That wasn't even a dating app. I'm like, that wasn't even a dating app situation. Like he approached me type thing. Bro was mad. He paid for dinner and got no play. Yeah, he paid for a lot of dinners too. Like we was going like that's why I was confused. Like we were going to very nice restaurants. Like he was really treating me like a queen. And then the crazy came out. I was like, nah. And he would like text me sometimes. I had to block him. I unfollowed him on Instagram and made him unfollow me. He tried to follow me again. And then he like found me on another page. So he kept texting me. So I had to block him on everything. Cause I was like, this guy is crazy. He's crazy. He said, I think you need to know a person better before you get in the car. It's a learning experience. Yeah, it is. But like, it wasn't like, how long do you have to know someone? Because we were dating for a few months. So it wasn't like I just got in his car randomly. Like, so I guess maybe like 6 months or something. I don't know. That's why now I only date people from my social circle, but now I'm not dating in general. But like, how long do you have to know someone before you can get in their car? That's a good question because it wasn't like this was our first time, second or third. Like we had been going out a lot. So that caught me totally off guard. Definitely a learning experience, but that caught me way off guard. You said it's like it has changed so much from the past century, or people are taking the risk for real. Yeah, probably a mixture of both. I don't know what's going on, but the dating scene is real crazy. Thank you guys for the likes also in the good conversation. I really appreciate it. Hi, Black Dot. Welcome to the live. We're talking about dating. I think he fell in a vat of acid. Yeah, halfway through because he was so like it just shifted that day and I was like, "Okay, this guy is crazy." He felt like he deserved it. Oh, sound like and then he was being emotionally unintelligent about it. Maybe so. Yeah, cuz it felt like he thought he was entitled to me. And he was from Eastern Europe, so maybe they have different cultures there too. Like maybe the culture is different in that country versus in America. I don't know because I never been to his country before, but I'm thinking maybe like different customs or something. But that was terrifying. But thankfully, because I'm crazy, I was able to get out unscathed. But I don't know, maybe it's because we're from different countries. These women, especially our sisters, kept using the word queen. I mean, you got a counselor service or something. I mean, I don't know. Oh, you were deleted. Put you on timeout. Why are you talking about whitewash? What does that have to do? What is going on? What is what does that guy have two profiles and he's talking about some whitewash? What are you talking about? What let me see what the comment even said. What does that even mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. You said most females my age have children. It's kind of a turn off. Yeah, I don't know anybody that has children. I have maybe like 5 friends I went to college with that has children, but most people that I know are still like single, unmarried, no kids. Myself included. They need to stop leaving vet of asses unattended. Right? They got jokers and Harley Quinns running around. Because, I can be real. There are some unhinged women out here too. You know? Like, let's be real. There are some crazy behind women out here too. So the dating world is just strange right now. And everything is so transactional. That's so wild to say on it. Yeah, yeah, that is a very wild thing to say. Because when I read it again, I realized he was talking about inappropriate stuff. Like, dude, this is not OF. This is YouTube. What? What? He showed signs. I'm sure you just never noticed. 6 months is a long time. I mean, he probably did Midwest, but like, I never, ever, ever, ever been with anybody that doesn't take no for an answer. And I didn't say 6 months. I said like 3 months or so. Or I might have said 6 months, but I didn't mean that. It was like 3 months or so. but he might have showed signs in hindsight, but I've never, ever, 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 ever had any experience with any guy that if I said no, he didn't take it as no ever in my entire life. So that really was jarring and shocking because I've literally never had that experience before. All the dudes that I like, not all, because I haven't like dated that many people, but like the guys that I've dated, or even the guys I've been friends with, they never, ever, I don't know anybody in my whole life that I told a man no. Even if it's like, do you want to go hang out, Jan? I say no. They're like, okay, cool. Never had that in my whole life. So that was my first experience ever with a man that I said no, and he didn't take it as no. So that was literally my first experience of that ever, ever. You said, what does my shirt say? It says Punta Cana, Dominican or Republica Dominica. Jude LMAO or yeah. Jude is in our club, okay? Officially. Jude is a member of our club. What club? The Chatterbox, the Unhinged Chatterbox Committee. Jude, welcome. Welcome. Dude change. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He must have two accounts, and he left his other account where he was claiming to be a black man, and now he's this guy. Like, we're on to you, buddy. We're on to you. You say you're down to join. Welcome. You say, am I a feminist? I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say I'm a. I don't put labels on myself. You know, I'm a me. I'm a me. So I don't know what you call that. I'm a me. You know, I like a little bit of tradition. So I can't, I don't know. I'm a me. I do believe that women should have rights, obviously, you know, but I'm a me. But I don't prescribe to societal labels because once you put a label on, then that's when all the crazies come. That's when all the crazies come. You're out. I didn't even know you were in, but see you. I didn't even know you were here. But see you. You know, I don't put labels on myself. I'm a human and I believe in the greater good of all humans, regardless of what you are. And I believe that everybody should be held accountable for their actions, whether you're a man, a woman, or, something, whatever else. I think, regardless, children should be protected, innocence should be protected, and people should live good lives. And that's what I think, point blank. Now, whatever you want to call that as a label, you can pick. I don't, that's what it is. Okay. You said agree, Jude. She's basically a person's person. Yeah, exactly. I'm a person's person, and I'm a member of the Unhinged Chatterbox Club. I don't put labels. Oh, I'm based. I do know what that means. I do know what that means because I do have a younger brother. So I do know what based is. Now, if you ask me to use it in a sentence, I could possibly slip up, but I know enough to know that that is a good thing. Yeah. You said that's wise. Thank you, Jude. Put some respect on this MMA fighter. Okay. I'm actually typically nonviolent, though. I'm a lover, not a fighter. However, I'm crazy too. So there's that. Keep speaking the word. Yes. Spoken like a true MMA fighter. Okay. I love that. I do box at class. I have taken a few boxing and kickboxing classes, but I don't like pain. I'm a police caller, okay? Before I will fight, I will 911. I'll be the Karen. Hello? Police? Someone's doing violent things. Police? Yeah, I'm a police dialer quick. I'm a reporter. Last time, people in the chat named me Sharon because they were saying since I call the police, I'm a black Karen. So I'm a Sharon. I will call the popo quick. Okay. I am not a fighter. I'm a police caller. I would never claim to be a fighter. Based has been around. I love the way you say it though. Isn't that based? I said it correctly. Did I say it wrong? Based? Or is it based? You're based. Based? That's where's the guy who said I was whitewashed? I guess that's what he means. Tighten the tie and everything. Yes. Police, that's how they're doing. They're doing crimes. Yes, police, they're doing crimes. Help. Yeah, I'm not a fighter. Definitely not. Because I don't want to be hurt. I don't want my hands to be hurt either. Like that's not my thing. And I've never been in a fight either. Because I never had to. I'm not someone who goes around picking fights. I'm not an arguer. I don't yell. That's not my thing. I think that yelling is a very ineffective form of communication. So I'm not a yeller. I don't be fighting. I don't cause trouble. That's not my thing. I might instigate. I'm not gonna lie. I might instigate, but that's about it. You dodged a bullet with that guy. I did, Tony. I definitely did. I definitely did. And I'm thankful that I had enough, so I guess the word would be like self-respect or whatever. I don't know. But I'm thankful that I was able, once I really saw that he took no as yes, that I separated. Because people around me were like, why you stop talking to him? Maybe he was just joking. No, that's not a joke. Because that's the type of person that would take it too far next time. Once people show you who they are, you have to believe them. And people were like, why don't you, that was just maybe he was joking, no, that's not a joke. Nope, nope, nope. And then when you do get hurt really bad, then they're like, oh, well, why didn't you leave when he did the first thing? So me, as soon as that happened, he got blocked. Goodbye. I mean, that's a smart way to go about it for real. Yeah, it's easy for people to let instinct intervene. Yeah, and involve themselves. Yeah, because if you're always reacting, there are really unhinged people out here who will take it and like go way far. So me, you got it, dude. You got it. If you're being super aggressive, I'm just gonna leave. I don't have nothing to prove. Cause once you start like having to prove yourself to aggressive people, someone might be packing something. You never know. That's how my uncle, my mom's brother, he was like, and he's no longer on this planet anymore because he was at a party. This is a real story. His life was taken. He was at a party. Some guy was looking at him and he said, "What you looking at? Like, why are you looking at me?" And the guy attacked him and under a tree. And he's no longer here. I don't want to be that. I got too much to live for. So there are really crazy people out here who just because you say, "What are you looking at?" that they will try to hit you. And then it can be even worse like what happened to my uncle. I have a picture of him on the wall. That's why I keep looking over there. I have a picture of him above my doorway. Um, but yeah, he's no longer here because he said to a crazy person, "Why are you looking at me?" And then that person attacked him. So you got to be careful. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. As long as you know who you are and you feel confident in yourself, let the other people be themselves, okay? When people mistake preservation as arrogance, it's a sign to jump ship. Exactly. A little instigation. Yeah, a little instigation in a fun way. A little instigation in a fun way is okay, but like you have to know because some people are actually unhinged. Thank you for the hearts. And your life is more valuable than you proving your toughness to someone else. Because that one act, he's gone now. He's gone to the point where he's never coming back from a party. So your life is much more important than proving your toughness to someone else. I've learned that you can't listen to other people when it comes to your life. Yeah, it's one thing to watch and learn. Exactly. Yeah, rest in peace. What the ghost face treatment is off. Yeah, definitely rest in peace. And I feel like he'd be around. That's also why my username is a life living 7-Eleven because he was also an artist and I'm an artist and he was unalive on July 11th, actually. So this channel I actually created to like help other people, you know what I'm saying? So that, and I'm living a life, and a lot of actions and decisions that I make are because he's no longer here. So a life living 7-Eleven, the whole channel actually was created to honor my uncle and then other people. And that's why I do a lot of stuff about healing from narcissistic stuff. Because my mom and her brother, I'm going to do an interview with my mom one of these days. She already said she would. Their household was full of DV and all kinds of stuff. And so, had they had a different upbringing, perhaps my uncle would not have felt like he had to prove himself. And maybe he would have still been here if he grew up in a different environment. So I'm hoping, honestly, and this is me being real vulnerable. I never thought I would tell this on here, but the truth is, a lot of children, because he was young, a lot of people are suffering. And because of the way that they grew up, they feel like they have to prove themselves and they have to be tough and all this stuff. And what can end up happening is you can be unalived. So this whole channel, everything that I do on this particular channel is literally dedicated to my uncle. So that is literally why the name of this channel is A Life Living 7-Eleven, because I'm hoping that I can help more people live lives instead of what happened to my uncle on 7-Eleven. So now you guys know. Let me switch before I get misty eyed. Poor guy. That was, yeah, it was deaf, and it was probably very painful as well, because he was like really, he it was this is a knife, and he was like to my uncle under a tree, actually. Yes, OG, thank you. You said my grandma used to always say your ego will get you. Yes, and she's right, because that's what happened to my uncle. Literally, my uncle is, I was gonna say living proof, but in hindsight, that wouldn't be accurate. My uncle is proof that what your grandma said was correct. Knife. Yeah, it's wild, terrible. It is. Oh, thank you, Midwest Tony. You came in on a really deep live. But it's true. And now you guys know why I made this channel. Yeah. Deep, be able to learn from and live. Yeah, live on for those who can't live. Thank you. Yeah, it's true though, because he had a lot to offer. And there's so many, especially young men, because I feel like men are taught to be strong, and you gotta be tough, and you gotta like prove yourself, and you gotta do all this type of stuff, but you could end up doing that to the wrong person who's unhinged, and then they can hurt you because of it. So that's why it's just important to know who you are and let other people be who they are. Oh, hello, Paris, welcome. He's always with you. Maybe it's helping you. Oh yeah, with confidence to keep going through the spirit realm. You might be right. I feel that way all the time. I be seeing 11-7, 7-Eleven everywhere. And even when I like, because I have gaming clubs for children, I think I told you guys this earlier, and I have like classes for children. And every time I interact with a child, I be thinking like, okay, this is my moment where I can like, pour some positivity into them and, help them live good lives. Oh, you're back, but you've been watching it live. Well, I'm glad that you're back in texting wise. Prove yourself only, yes, to yourself and to God. Yeah, and you're right, because just like people that bully people, just because someone's bullying you, especially on the internet, like you get on here, you guys see there'd be some interesting folks that come on the live. There'd be some very interesting people. But like you gotta know, like most people that bully others, most people that bully others are missing something within themselves. Nobody that's happy, nobody that's confident is going to bully someone else. Only people that hate themselves, I feel, are bullies. And people that are bullied typically become bullies as well, which is sick. How did you get 100 XP? I don't even know. What do you mean 100 XP? What do you mean? I don't see any XP on here. I might not know where things are. So maybe that's what it is. As men, we have to have critical thinking skills. Yes. Yes. Because you guys are like, you already know this, but like men are a very valuable part of our society. and so are women. All of us are, and it's our job to survive so that we can teach the next generation and just to have good lives. Everybody here is needed. Everybody here is needed. That's why when somebody asks me, like, are you a feminist? Because sometimes people start putting you as a feminist and they start saying you hate men, and I don't hate men at all. At all. Hello, Goat and Paris Kim. You said, yep, that's 100. It's projection. Exactly. Bullies actually hate themselves. The leaderboard, I have number one to my name. I don't know what any of these things mean, honestly. I just found out what some acronyms mean, thanks to cheese. So, I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know what most of these things mean, honestly. I'm kind of old. I may not look it, and I have a lot of energy, and I didn't even drink coffee, but I'm on the older side of 20s. I'm more seasoned. So I don't know what any of that means, if I'm being honest. The worst thing you can give a bully is a reaction. Yup. The best way to help themselves and you is to disregard. Exactly. You can't engage with bullies because, like you said, they want a reaction. A bully just wants to be able to know that they have provoked you into feeling upset. But like you can't react to them because if you do, they're gonna keep doing it. But also, it depends because sometimes you do have to react to let them know that you're crazy so they stop bullying you. But it depends on what type of bully you're dealing with. Because there are some bullies that if you ignore them, they will keep doing it and then they will intensify because they want to hurt you. And then there are other bullies who want you to react. So I always say you have to stand up for yourself, but you don't have to prove yourself because there are bullies who, if they think that you're, if you like try not to pay attention to them, then they'll get even worse. So you have to, it's sad, but you have to know what kind of bully you're dealing with to know what type of crazy to bring out. But my mom always told me, like, you have to remember that whoever you're with is in there with you. You're not in there with them. And then don't give your power away. Because I have had some stories. I can tell you guys another story after I read these comments about this crazy man in the gym who I had to react to him because I don't know what he thought. People just think that because I'm nice and friendly that I'm not crazy. So I'll tell you guys that story too. Bullies end up lonely in adulthood. Yeah, they do. Even if a bully has a lot of friends, internally they're still lonely because you can't be living your life hurting people, hurting people, hurting people and still be happy within yourself. There's no way that you can live a life of bullying and tormenting others and still feel whole. That just doesn't exist. I don't think anyway. You said, well, I'm about to be 32. I feel old, but in reality, we're young. Yeah, we're forever young. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the later ends of the 20s. You have to bark at them. Yeah, right. I usually bully them back. They're usually soft. Oh, hi, SNBR love. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't been live in a while, but welcome. Yeah, you might have to. Yeah, I'm crazy. Very true, Jude. The way bullies act so offended. Yes, we give them a fraction of their own energy. Yes, you said I'm not crazy. I'm a blessed one. Well, thank you. Hi, Braylon. So I had this one coach, right? I'll tell you guys this other story after. You said, I'm a vibe. Thanks. You're a vibe. You're a vibe. I should go live more. I'm going to try. I'm going to try because my original plan was to go live every day, but sometimes I just don't have the energy in the morning. And then sometimes I have work stuff to do. Like I have to get ready for my classes or I gotta record videos and stuff. But I am gonna try to go live more. But I remember I had this cheerleading coach, right? She was such a jerk. All of my coaches, I'm not trying to be rude because I like them and have respect for it, but most of my cheerleading coaches in my life have been like mean girls. This particular coach, she was like always doing too much. And so one day I commented on how her hairline was receding and that, maybe she should do something with her hair. And she got so offended and she started wearing wigs after that. And her feelings were hurt. And I was like, and I felt bad about it because I was young. I'm still in school. But I was also like, wait a minute, like, what? You're bullying these kids, but you're upset that I said your hairline was receding? Like, come on. Come on. Just pick a few mornings a week and make it a routine like a gym. Okay, I'll try that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Jude. But do the seven represent? Oh, you missed my whole spiel on 7-Eleven, but I'll make it quick. It's definitely not an ad for the store. Long story, incredibly short, because we literally just went through it and we're on a lighter topic now. Long story, really short. I had an uncle who was um unalived by someone at a really young age, and he was an artist and he had a lot of life to live, but he was unalived because he was at a party and he said, "What are you looking at?" And the guy attacked him and unalived him. And that happened on 7-Eleven. So my username is a life living 7-Eleven because I'm dedicating this channel to my uncle and his memory. So long story really short, that's what it means. He said it just proves that they're insecure. Why would they bully in the first place? Exactly. Exactly. You have stories to tell. You got someone fired, made someone wear a wig. I want more stories. I'll tell you another story. I'll tell you another story. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, that's why. Hi, Lance. Let me tell you this other story after I read Cheez Its. It says there can be an unhealthy goal to force you into a kind of commitment to go live every single day. Yeah, right. So maybe that was me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go live as much as you reasonably can. How about that? Fair enough. Fair enough. I could go live more though. And I do want to go live more, but also I probably overcommitted to myself trying to go live every day. So a few times a week, I think I can do that. Look up 7-Eleven ad. Okay, I'll put that in my things, but I'm not going to do it right now. But I have it. I wrote it down on my laptop because I keep track of things. Yeah, just don't make like a job. Right, exactly. You're right. You're right. You're right. So I'll get it together. So this other story, right? So make it a hobby. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you this other story. So one time I was at the gym, right? And this man was just being a creep. He always wore the same thing to the gym. It was just nasty. And he was like following me around, just making me feel really uncomfortable. So I tried the nice way. I told the people at the gym, they didn't do anything. I tried to avoid him. I would go on a different machine and it wasn't working. So this one day, my mom is like one of those moms that like no matter where I am, because I was in another state, she can just sense that something's wrong. So she just happened to call me this day, and it happened to be the day where his behavior elevated to the point where I knew I had to do something. Because this time I get on the elliptical, there's all these empty machines, and he decides to come next to me, right? And he didn't realize I wasn't avoiding him because I was scared. I just don't want to be crazy all the time. Like people don't know because of the life that I've lived, you know what I'm saying? I am actually crazy. So I be trying not to be crazy, but I'm not crazy for no reason. But like if you're messing with me, then I have to show you I'm crazy. So I'm trying to avoid him because I don't want to have to be crazy up in here, but you can tell when people's behavior is escalating, and it was clear that okay, this is the day he decided he was going to try to act, so he had to discover the truth. So my mom happens to call me and I'm like, yo, like the dude I was telling you about, he's next to me. So my mom said, girl, out crazy him. He's in there with you, you're not in there with him. And when I was younger, I had to get my mom's permission to act crazy. So I'm like, okay, bet. Now it's on. So now that my mom told me, out crazy him, now I'm like, yeah, I start describing him to, and I'm at this point, I'm not even talking to anybody because at this point I have to be ready. So I tell my mom, okay, I got this. Let me call you back afterwards. So she's like, okay, bet. So I hang up the phone. So I'm on the thing right next to him, like, yeah, he has on a red shirt and black shorts. He's right next to me on the elliptical, da 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 da. So he started looking at me like, wait a minute, is she talking about me? So then I got off the machine, right? And there was this big pillar because I knew he was gonna follow me. Because at this point, unfortunately, I've had my fair share of weirdos in public places that I can predict how the weirdo was gonna behave. So at this point, I already knew he was gonna follow me. So I'm on the other side of the pillar like this. So he comes around the pillar and I'm like, what? 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 And then he's like, and so then he turns around. So then I start following him in the gym. And so everywhere he goes, I'm right there with him. I took my phone out and I'm literally in his face like this. And I took a picture of him and I sent it to somebody just in case, because I'm also not that crazy. I also know he's a man and he's stronger than me. So I took a picture of him and I sent it to my family just in case. And so I'm like, yeah, that's him. I told you. And he's like looking at me like, and so I'm following him everywhere he goes. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, who's scared now? And so, because at this point, I have to make it clear, like, because he was, I don't know what he thought this was, but his behavior escalated. So I had to show him that I'm crazier than you are. So then I'm like, yeah, who's scared you? And so I'm like following him everywhere he goes. I'm behind him. He's on this machine. I'm on that machine. He's on this machine. I'm there. I'm everywhere he goes. He cannot get away from me. And at this point, he is actively running from me in the gym. So then I finally relented. And then after that, he never followed me again. I never had no problems with this guy after that. But before, when I was like trying to avoid him, I was trying not to cause a scene, he was following me. But it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm in danger now. So I had to turn the crazy on. And I never had a problem with him after that. It's crazy, but it's true. It's true. I think we all can be crazy as psycho tendencies. Yeah, given the right circumstances. Yeah, because you have to, because he was going to try to attack me. I'm definitely not lying. Hold this, because I've told this story multiple times. I'm definitely telling the truth. You went Rog Shack on them. Watchman, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna watch that. Watchman, but not today because I told you guys I'm taking a break from social media today and from movies and stuff. But I'll try to watch it. Is it a movie? Watchman, the movie. Oh, I see it. So yeah, I had to. Sound like he was a peeker. Yeah, right. You're a gym owner. I saw. Oh, okay, whatever. Just let him be. Let him be. Let him be. Because now you've revealed you're just a playful troll. It's fine. Whatever. We're on to the next thing. But yeah, because sometimes, especially as a woman, if you show that you're afraid when someone is trying to make you a victim, they will try to get you. Like this other time, I was at the grocery store and I was walking, I was with my family, and this man was hovering over this lady, and she was clearly afraid. And I'm like, oh God. So I just walked up to her and started talking to her. And I was looking at him like, you know, she's not alone. Like, because the thing about me is I might not win, but like I'm gonna do something. I will cause a scene. We're in a grocery store. I will knock all the stuff off of the shelf. Like I will cause a scene. And it's nothing to me. I'd rather do that than be unsafe. So then and then it's funny, once you act, you give other people the freedom to do so. Cause then as soon as I walked to her, then everybody in the aisle came and like surrounded her. Like, dude, she's not alone. I don't care what it is. I'm not gonna sit back and watch someone be victimized. And I'm also not gonna be victimized myself. And my mom always taught me that even if you are afraid, you cannot show fear, because there are some people who will try to hurt you because they think you're afraid of them. But as soon as they realize you're not afraid of them, then suddenly they don't want to do the game anymore. Like suddenly it's not fun to stalk the woman in the grocery store when everybody in the aisle is ready to pounce on you. Like suddenly he didn't want to bother her anymore. And he had sons and they were so embarrassed. They were just like, "Oh, he's doing it again." And da, 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 da. They were so embarrassed and humiliated. And I felt bad for his kids. He had two boys with him. But I'm not just gonna sit back and watch someone be victimized in my face. I can't do that. It's not gonna happen, especially in a grocery store. Like all these cameras in here, all these potential weapons. I will flip this whole thing off. I don't care. I will cause a scene because I would rather pay for the broken groceries than see that lady on the news and know I was there and I didn't help. So no, no, definitely not. You said, or just mind your right, just mind your business. We're just gonna let's just ignore this person because people like this is exactly what we're talking about. These people that just want reactions. Goodbye. Just keep scrolling. That's your ancestor spirit in you. Really, Midwest Tony. Fair enough. Well, I appreciate that and I receive it because you can't just sit back and let stuff happen because nobody else in the aisle, which was sad and I hate to say it, but before I walked up to her, nobody else in the aisle helped. They were all just like, even the person I was with was like, no, no, don't go. And I'm like, I can't not go. Like, you see this, you see what's happening. There's more of us than them. There's only one of this guy. There's a whole bunch of women in this aisle. We can take him. We can take him. Please, I'm not just gonna sit and watch her be victimized by this guy. Absolutely not. We can take him. And then for some reason, after I did it and I walked up, then everybody in the aisle was like, wait a minute. And then we all circled him. And suddenly, again, like we said with the bullies, suddenly when he was the one that everybody was circling, it wasn't fun. And he left. So we might have saved that woman's life. I'm not just going to sit back and let somebody be hurt. I can't do that. Not even a little bit. That person probably left Cheez Its and Jude. That person's a weirdo. Yeah, they tried to steal the conversation. Yeah, we're not gonna bother that. Your ancestors snapped their fingers. Not today. Not today. Period. Oh, white girl magic. You ask the same questions every time. You need to remember whose live you're in because just because you change your profile picture, it doesn't mean we don't know who it is. You ask the same question all the time. Hi, Darnell. Thanks. Salute to you too. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you asked me that question like 7 times, like literally 7 times. You need to, I don't know, you need to figure something else out. Or just like if you see me, just don't ask the question again. Because you asked the same question. You had 3 profile pictures since I've seen you. You've had three. People who see skin, right. We're because exactly that's a whole nother thing, Jude. It's like we're so busy, or not we, because that's not us. Some people are so busy with skin color that they don't even realize who the real enemy is. But that's a whole nother thing. Just like the people who, when they did that American Eagle thing with the Sydney Sweeney, and then Gap did their diversity one. Meanwhile, they're both owned by the same parent companies anyway. So the stockholders, like myself, because I do invest in stocks, ended up getting money because people went out and spent money thinking that they were supporting a cause when really the companies that own Gap and American Eagle are actually, or American, whatever, American something, and Gap are owned by the same parent companies. But instead of recognizing that, people will fight each other, but we'll really be giving these corporations money because the same parent companies own both of them. So whether you supported Gap or you supported the American whatever company it was, you're still supporting the same group of people. But hey, whatever. Do you? Do you? Yay. Do you? Just check their history. How are they not hitting yet? Because, White Girl Magic doesn't do anything super crazy, but we might need to hide them because, why you kids keep saying the same thing over and over again, Yes, that and the speed, no time making themselves the best human. They can be judging everyone else. Yeah, exactly. And the whole time, you did the Lord's work, Cheez Its. And the whole time, like a lot of these things are just psyops created to keep people against each other so that the people that are in power can remain in power. And people are so dense that they respond by emotion and then they go out and buy stuff, not even looking up to see who owns these companies because they're all owned by the same people anyway. But hey, whatever. That's another conversation for another day. Right, Cheez Its. Right. Yeah, probably his relatives' basements. You guys are funny. Can I see the braids? No, because I'm letting them sit. But if you want to see what my hair looks like, go watch another video where I have my bonnet off. you know? You're very wise, intelligent. Thank you, Jude. Takes one to know one. You can only see in others what you see in yourself. As Riley said in Boondocks, real recognize real, but some people look unfamiliar. Because I look beautiful with the curls. Thanks. I'm on a hair care length journey right now, so I'm gonna be wearing braids a lot more. Right now, my hair is like down to here when I pull it out, but I want it to be this long. So I'm gonna be wearing braids a lot more so that I can like grow my hair as long as possible. He said, "Don't gas me up." Well, this is a gas station. That might have been corny, but hey, I'm who I am. I love a corny joke. This is a place where we gas people up. Okay, you some coach? Yes, I am a children's confidence coach. And I have Roblox and Minecraft gaming clubs for children to help keep them safe on the internet. And I teach public speaking and leadership skills through Roblox and Minecraft in my courses. And I have books and an animated series and things for children. So actually, I am a coach. That's interesting. That I wonder why did you say that? Did I give off a coachy vibe? Quoting Boondocks. I love a good Boondocks. We like the braids and the jewelry. Thanks. Yeah, I feel like the jewelry adds something to it. And then if I need to, I can defend myself. Like, get out of here. I'm just joking. You know, I'm nonviolent. I'm a police caller. Quick. Quick. Oh, we at 7-Eleven, literally. Yes, we are the gas station because we be gassing people up. Shout out to my uncle. Blackness is our gift. All right now. Yup. Yup. You're a very good speaker. Thank you. That's why I teach public speaking because the ability to articulate your thoughts clearly is very important. And these children, especially because they had those 2 years of like the pandemic, a lot of times they're having hard, they be having difficulty with social skills. So that's why I have the club so that they can talk. And I can also keep them safe because, like we were discussing earlier, there are weirdos on Roblox and Minecraft, but at least with me, they can play and their parents know that they're in a safe environment. Yeah, the ability to communicate is underrated. Yeah, even like reading is important too. And I've noticed that literacy skills are falling, which is why I created my books. I actually have 3 books so far. I have this one, which is a book of unfinished stories, because I have an animated series that I'm working on. I finished season 1 already, but one of my students challenged me to make 100 episodes, and I've only made 10. But this book goes to my animated series, and it has like activities in it as well. And then I have another book about Black culture, and I have another book about Indian culture, and I just want to have books about other culture, like the Appalachian, because I'm apparently part Appalachian mountain people. And I just want to like, I want every child to be able to see themselves in these books. So my sister and I make dolls, and then I use the dolls in the books to tell the stories and in the series. So yeah, literally a full ecosystem to help children. And I have courses and a membership and all that. But yeah, oh, thanks. Your word, yeah, words are very important. And being able to articulate your thoughts is important. And then being able to speak up for yourself in a healthy way is also important. It's not enough to just be able to talk. You have to be able to share your thoughts in a way that is understandable to people. And you have to be able to um, share when you're like when you're not happy about something, you have to be able to articulate that and not just go off of emotion all the time, you know? I think that's also part of the problem with society and why people are so easy to control, because the higher ups and the people in power know exactly what to do to get people to react. And if they put out this or they do that, they know that it's going to cause emotion and it's going to cause people to do all this stuff. So I think being able to speak your mind also helps you process your emotions so you're not so reactionary and not as easy to control. And I want children to have critical thinking skills. So, yeah, that's what I believe. That's my thoughts anyway. There's some advice a coach there's some advice a coach would advise. Those are some oh, you're saying you knew because of the things that I'm saying. Okay, well, good. Oh, hey, it's Zendaya with more African values. Every time someone comes in here, y'all always be saying I look like different people. Somebody said I look like Sanaa Lathan. Now you sound look like Zendaya. Some other people say I look like Manano or Manon. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Everybody says I look like different people. So I guess it depends on what you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me, miss. My little girl recently left me for an Asian dude. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't really get it. I think you're trolling. So I'm gonna ignore your comment, Austin. It's racially insensitive, and I'm just gonna ignore it because I feel like you're trying to trap me. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Gonna go to the next one. Midwest Tony is still in the building. I you look like you, period. I say you look like mine. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Austin assumed. I don't know what assumed is. Okay, I'm not cultured enough to know what that means. So you might have to explain it. I'm not cultured enough for that one. I'm still learning these acronyms, guys. I don't really be paying attention to the slang anymore. So I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Austin, it's deeper than race. I don't know what you meant to say. Right. Like, get out of here. Then he clearly missed most of the conversation. That was smooth, not gonna lie, bro. Quick with it. Yo, though, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Do you practice hoodoo? Oh, Jada, you trying to get to know me. I I study. That's what I'll say. I study a little bit of everything. I haven't made my way to hoodoo. Right now, I am studying Jewish Kabbalah. That is what I've been studying lately. But I've not made my way to hoodoo. But I study things. So right now, my latest obsession is ancient Jewish traditions and the Kabbalah. So yeah, that's what I'm studying right now. Oh, Zoomer is the younger generation between the the broccoli heads. Oh, like Gen Z. Don't talk about my students like that. I never heard of that. I hope grandma is still alive after breaking back in the club, Ollie. Haven't heard from. Oh yeah, I hope Granny is still doing. I saw Granny a few streams ago. She was talking about making, what was she saying? She was talking about tamales. I was explaining that I never had a tamale before. So Granny, she's still doing her thing, making tamales. Jude has to meet Granny. Granny is a very unique character. And all of my children in here, I'm a single mom who works two jobs. I have like 40 kids on YouTube. You said, what's my ethnicity? Am I Caribbean? I'm American. Dang, your messages keep getting retracted. Or is that you or is that YouTube? Somebody's not effing with you, man. I'm an American. But according I did have apparently my grandpa on my dad's side is Dominican, so I guess that's the Caribbean, but I'm from America. Flat out. Hey big boss, is that Batman up in the chat? Don't let the other Batmans come. They're deleting themselves. Dang, YouTube is not effing with you, Jaden. Yo, me and Granny would vibe. Yeah, Granny is hilarious. Okay. You got to meet Granny wherever she is. If somebody blocked Granny's other profile, so now her username is Layla or something like that. The even Cheez-Its got blocked and had to do a different profile. That was when the moderators were going crazy. They were blocking everybody. The good thing is everyone has multiple YouTube accounts, so you can find your way back. I got an old, so I love the wise ones. Well, our granny is not actually a grandma. It was just this one time. I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about having a family tour, and everybody just picked a role. So I'm convinced that grandma is actually a young person, but for us, she's a granny. But everybody just picked a role. I think Cheez It was an uncle. as well, but I'm pretty sure Granny is not actually a grandma. But for our world, our imaginary tour, when we go on a world tour, she's the grandma. Fun fact. Um, it's me, baby, the original. Oh, you don't have to call me baby. I thought we established that already. But you are, it depends on who the original Batman is. Cause I saw another Batman in a live stream a few days ago, and he said he was the original Batman. So I guess we got to figure that out. They blocked Granny. I think I know who. Yeah, Granny got blocked, and so she had to get a. She has a new username now. Oh, what's my government name? I'm definitely not telling you that. You can just call me a life living, or the chat named me Allie, like ALI. You can call me that. A government name is crazy. A government name is crazy. You ain't gonna be knowing all that. Uncle Cheese It. Yeah, it used to be Groper. Yeah, rest in peace, Groker. Rest in peace. You said I'm the only Batman. I don't know, Big Boss. There's other Batmans in here too. He's like, who is Granny? Granny's not in here right now. When Granny comes, she'll let you know. She will let you know. That was when I was going live earlier in the day. I was going live at like 6 in the morning, but now it's like 9. Yeah, Granny, if she's in here, she will make herself known. And then we have our Uncle Cheese in here. Granny must, yeah, she must be in class. They're not me. Okay. How many Batmans do we have? That's hilarious. Yeah, we had like, that was a funny live. It was like a few days too in a row where we were talking about going on a world tour. And I was a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids. That was funny. Since you're so spiritual, have you ever tried yoga or breathing exercises? Yes. Yes, I've done it all. I've meditated with Buddhist monks. I've done Sudarshan Kriya through through the Indian yogi. I forgot what his name is, but I've done that. I've done regular yoga, like westernized yoga. I've done Kemetic yoga, which is like the ancient Egyptian yoga. Um, yeah, I that the time that I meditated with those Buddhist monks, that was some next level stuff. Even though they had roaches, and they were like in the shoes and stuff, but it wasn't, bugs are bugs, whatever. I don't really care. And then I've done what else? I've done some occult stuff too. I've done some church stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I study everything. I'm just into Kabbalah right now because a lot of Jewish people have a lot of money. So I'm trying to get my money up. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, when I meditated with the Buddhist monks, that was the most intense. And then when I did Shudarshan Kriya, that was with the Indians. And that was a pretty intense meditation too. You have to do like a 3-day thing, and then it's like through the art of living. And so I even went to some events where like the yogi dude who's in charge, he'll come and like do a meditation for everybody. And it was like a whole bunch of Indians and then like me and my family and then a few other people. So yeah, I've done a lot of different yoga. A whole lot. Very cool. Sounds interesting. I did my own. Like to learn. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things. He said, sing a song. Here y'all go. Y'all always be asking me to sing, child. We need to unhide Grady's account. I know. And we need to figure out yours to unhide it as well. Someone is protective over their budding superstar. Yeah, the moderators be like tripping sometimes. Sometimes I have to unhide people, but sometimes I don't see it. And then people be messaging me like later, such and such block me. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Can I ask a random question? Yeah. Go ahead. You don't have to ask if you can ask a question. It's a free world. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask that. And I do like the different breathings like this. And if you need a practice that has good meditation and breathing exercises, you should look up Kriya.
And our Art of Living has a really great Sudarshan Kriya thing, and they have like live classes. They even have like locations where you can go and like sit, and they have one in North Carolina I want to go to. Lock in twin. Okay, whoa. Hi, Mark. You like my shirt? Thank you. I like it too. I don't know why, but I'm really into baggy t-shirts right now. I don't really know. I'm just really into oh, let me see if I can spell it for you. Hold on. I don't know how to spell Sudarshan. But let me see if I can look up Kriya yoga. So Kriya is spelled Kriya. So Kriya is spelled Kriya. And that is, it does breathing exercises and they do meditation. So they teach you like it's like a 30-minute thing, and they teach you different breaths so that you can get a lot of good breathing in, and then you do a good meditation afterwards. That is so peaceful, like honestly. And the good thing is when you take the class, they explain to you different things. It's a really beautiful practice. It's a really beautiful practice. So Kriya is spelled Kriya. That's impressive. How young are you? Since you're on a good path. Well, I'm doing an age reveal on my birthday, which is in May. So I just want everyone to guess for now because everybody says different ages. I had one of my students, I was like, girl, you tripping. In my one of my gaming clubs, she said, I thought you were, I told them how old I was. She was like, I thought you were 16. I was like, girl, 16. But to a 10-year-old, 16 is older. I'm like, girl, you ain't think I was no 16 years old. Girl, she's like, yes, I did. I'm like, okay. Definitely not 16. No, Kriya is spelled again Kriya. And if you just look up Kriya and then you look up the Art of Living, then you'll be able to find it. It's a really great practice. I can guess who it is. Yeah, I'm sure you can. They were strict. You said try not to troll, but can I ask a random question? Guys, you don't have to ask a question. You don't have to ask me if you can ask a question. Just ask a question. I don't really care. Oh, you're in Miami. I'm jealous. How does it feel down there, Demerk? I bet it feels real warm. Where I'm at right now, 50 degrees feels like a warm summer day because it's been quite cold. Oh my gosh, thank you for the $5. Shout out to you. Thank you. Okay, let me read the other ones and then I'll get down to you. They cutthroat. They don't want people looking. Yeah, they were doing. I forgot about that. I feel like 28, about to be 29. You look like you're in your earliest 20s, but you act wiser. Oh, okay. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, bet you're on Earth. It's post-apocalyptic, and you have to save your family and pets. You can only save one person or a pet. Who would they be? Oh my gosh. That. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a scary thought. But oh, wait a minute. But the good thing is, everyone in my family is old enough to save themselves because they all have working limbs. So I wouldn't have to save any of them really because they're all capable of saving themselves. So if I had to save someone, it would be one of my little baby cousins that couldn't move on their own because everyone else would be able to run by themselves. Ah, a loophole. I would save one of the babies in the family who wouldn't be able to get up and walk on their own. Mhm. Okay, mom chilling. That is a wild question. Yes, clever, clever. I would save someone who couldn't save themselves. I'm trying to find a loophole because I don't even want to think about that. That's a scary thought, yo. But thanks for the question. Yeah, like I said, y'all do not have to ask me if you could ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of conversation. You know, if you have a question, just ask it. That was a wild question. But thanks for the question and for the $5. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. My question, what would you guys save? If you can't use my loophole, okay? So I'm gonna phrase it, I'm gonna push it back on everybody in the chat. You bet you can't use my loophole, but you can maybe find another one. What would your guys' answer be? And I don't even have any pets. So there's that. What would you guys do? Okay, let's just say the overly protective mom kicks people out. I know exactly who you're talking about. Actually, it is not just the one. There's quite a few overly protective moderators. One was so overly protective that I had to unmake them a moderator and go through and unhide people because they were doing too much. They were doing too much. And just they kicked someone out because they said I was pretty. And I'm like, what the heck? That's not a bad thing. So I was like, you're fired. You were a moderator for 3 minutes and you are fired. You did have a period in one stream where, yeah, the moderators went crazy. So some people had to get fired. The power went to their heads. Yeah, yeah. I was like, all right. That's why now people ask, can I be a moderator? I'm like, no, thank you. I have enough. I'm very content with who the moderators are now. We'll leave it at that. But they were wilding out that one time. And yeah, so one person had to get fired, 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 fired. You modded a ton of them. Yeah, and they were going crazy. That was a funny day. That was a funny day. Everybody got. I even got that day, I think. I think that was the day my brother was in stream too. I'm pretty sure that was that day when my younger brother was in the stream. Have you ever clogged the toilet? What kind of question? Ugh, not, ugh. You're gonna make me vomit. I have to delete that comment. I'm gonna vomit. Oh my god. Gross. I have a very bad gag reflex. Don't be talking about that type of stuff. You're gonna make me throw up. And then I'm gonna have to clean it up. And then I'm gonna throw up again. So that's disgusting. They would have banned. Yeah, I almost got banned from my own channel. Cause I forgot what it is, but then everybody ganged up on me. So I had to mute myself. Like when I be locking people up, when I do a little song, I had to lock myself up because the chat turned on me. I think it was because I said something to my brother and then I was wrong and then I had to get locked up. The chat is strict, but it's okay. That one dude, that was a really disgusting comment though. I can't even hold you. That was nasty. What y'all got planned for today? I have to record the next episode for this book club. I finally finished the book as well, so I have to do that. And I have to do some other stuff. I'm taking a class today on gardening, so that'll be fun because I'm trying to garden. I'm trying to get my gardening things on. So there's this university near me that they do like free garden classes online. So this one is about how fungus helps like plants. I don't fully understand what that even means. Like I don't know how fungus could help a plant, but I'm gonna take that class today because I'm trying to garden. And then I volunteered for this museum, so I got to do my background check. But now they want us to do fingerprints, and I'm like, what the heck? All I do is take pictures at the museum, and like I guard the door and sign people in. I don't know why I have to get fingerprinted. That's new because I didn't do that before. My mom was like, maybe someone like wowed out, but I'm their emergency photographer. I don't know why I have to get fingerprinted to do that. So annoying. So now I gotta go get a background check and go get fingerprinted. Ugh, annoying. I'm finally back. You've been at school. You must be in a different place, Callie. Don't put that you've been at school. There might be a creep in here. So I'm gonna say welcome back, but I'm gonna remove that chat just because there might be somebody in here who might be dangerous. We don't know. I don't think so, but we don't know. Oh, Jude says I have an open mic night tonight. Okay, and Jim, speaking of garden, I need to start seeding now. It's March. Okay, so maybe this is gonna be a garden club. I might make some gardening content too once I get started. Jude, are you a singer or something? You doing open mic night? You keep forgetting it's almost spring. What a long winter. Yeah, and the year is going by so fast. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'd be thinking they must have sped the time up. I don't know. Oh, you're not young? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. You can never be too careful. Are you a singer or something? You said I have nothing but work and depression planned. No, cheese it. We happy on this wonderful Wednesday. Yes, gotta be happy on this wonderful Wednesday. Dude, they think they about to snatch the crown jewel. You said, oh, it's because it's for kids. They strict with it. Yeah, you gotta be real strict. Especially me. Since I work with children, I like anytime I see something school related or age related, I delete it. It's just like boop boop just because I'm like real protective of the children. But good to know you're not a young person, so fair enough. Oh, you sing and play the guitar. Oh, that is you're multi-talented, dude. We love a multi-talented king. I think you're a dude. That's why I said king, because I'm pretty sure you're a guy. But in case I was offensive, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure you're a dude. We love a multi-talented king. In my mind, I can play instruments. See, look. Guitar Hero taught me that. I used to love Guitar Hero. And then what was the other one? There was some Garage Band. Yes, I was a beast on the vocals of Garage Band and Guitar Hero. You got to pay for the rest. A few of those streams were feeling way too comfortable shining. Yeah, that's why I had to start that. Everyone's 50. Yes, Jesus, that's why we made that rule. Everyone's 50 or 75. So I just like expressing myself. I'm not talented. I'm disciplined. Oh, I just practice a lot because I love it. You don't have to be so self depreciating. Okay, okay. Just say thank you. You can be talented. That's all right. You can be talented. Just like when I said something, you said, "Oh, I'm not smart. I'm dumb." No, no, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. Nope. You can be talented. It's okay. Because even with discipline, discipline is a talent because not everybody has discipline. Point blank. So you can be a great thing and we can acknowledge it and you can just say thank you. Rock band. Yes, that's what it was, not garage band. No. Was it garage band? Or was it yeah, I think you're right. It was rock band. I loved that game. I feel like anything someone is passionate about, they're good at. If not great at. Exactly. You were activating the star power on those games. Yes. Oh my gosh, I used to love those games. And then when you would go on tour, yes, I loved those games, man. I was addicted to that. I never really was addicted to games like this, but those games or the Connect, I was mean on the Connect. You're well, we're gonna change that. Welcome to the gas station, okay? I feel like that makes me even better, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, maybe if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But it's also okay to recognize that you're good at stuff. It's also okay to do that. GarageBand is the app. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jude, very true passion. Fair enough. Fair enough. You grown, so you gonna do what you want to do anyway. I'm just saying, we are the gas station and we gas people up around here because there's enough happening in the world that's trying to tear you down. At least when you come on over here, we can lift each other up. Okay. You can make a whole career with your band on those games. Yeah, like I'm telling you, we used to go on tour and go to different cities in that game. And I really felt like I was a rock star. Okay. You can tell me nothing. That was simpler times, man. Simpler times, simpler days. You know what's funny? When you're a child, all you want to do is grow up and be a grown person. And then when you're grown, all you want to do is go back to being a kid when things were simpler. I need some chapstick. I thought I had lip gloss in here because my lips are kind of dry. Oh, all I have is this red. I'm just gonna use a little bit just because I need some moisturizer in my mouth. Ew, now I look crazy. Oh gosh, never mind. That was not a good idea. I don't have the makeup. for a red lip right now. Whatever. 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 I feel like when I acknowledge that type of stuff, it can make me delusional. Okay. Okay. Well, Jude, we'll keep gassing you up and then you do whatever you want to do with it. How about that? We'll keep gassing you and then however you decide to use the gas, whether you decide to fart it out or put it in your tank, that's up to you. Hello, Health Cobble Pot. That is a hilarious name. I love that. Way easier to be an adult as a kid than a kid as an adult. Yes. What an interesting way to say that. I have to ponder on that. Way easier to be an adult as a kid than a kid as an adult. I think it depends because you can definitely, I think, have more fun as an adult. Like, yes, a few days ago, there's a park near me. I went and I played at that playground by myself. Okay. I went crazy. I had a great time, but I realized that my hands are much softer now. So I need to bring my gym gloves next time because I was having like, you can even kind of see it. I have a little bit of bleeding underneath my hands because I was on one of those spinny things, like the things that you stand on and it just like spins and spins and spins and spins and spins. And so I was having the time of my life at that playground. Okay. But I'm a young person at heart. And like I get that from my mom. So yeah, I was texting her like, I'm having so much fun at the playground. So I got on the swings and then that spinny thing because I like to spin around. It's like super fun. So yeah. That's the trick is tapping into your inner child as an adult. Exactly. Hi, Cobblepot. I think I'm gonna leave soon the live because I'm getting hungry, but I'll stay on for a little bit longer. And I've been on here for 116 minutes. I may not go live often, but when I do, I'm there for a long time. I don't know how people be on live for like 4 hours though, because I start to get tired and stuff. I don't know. I be trying. There's definitely more freedoms, yeah, that you wanted to experience as a kid. You're right, yeah, because when you're older, you can go where you want to go. You can get up and just get in the car and leave. And if there's nobody at the park, you can still play. I had the time of my life at that playground. You hear me? The time of my life. What you cooking? You should stream that too. Well, I'm not really a cook. I'm probably just gonna see what I can find. I don't really like cooking, honestly. That's not really my thing. But I don't know what I'm gonna eat. But I can sense that my stomach is gonna start talking to me very soon. It's gonna be like, "Can you go eat? We're hungry down here." So I just know I gotta eat something, but like, what am I gonna eat? I don't know. I'm low key tempted to go to Kava, because I love Kava. But I'm also like, I don't feel like driving either to Cabo. So maybe I'll eat a salad. I do have some salad, or I'll just find something. Yeah. I don't know yet. We're going to see. Well, I'll see because I won't be on here. But as a kid, it was easier to imagine yourself as an adult. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. When you're young, all you want to do is grow up because everything seems so much cooler as an adult. And then when you grow up and then you have like bills, then it sucks. I remember when I was younger, I used to always wish that the mail was for me. Like I would go through the mail, like, is there anything for me? Now, if I see a mail, I'm like, oh gosh, did I miss something? Thankfully, I'm pretty good with money. So I don't ever have a bill that says like you're late or whatever on your payment. But still, last time I got mail, it was a traffic ticket. So that was annoying. So now if I do see my name in the mail pile, I'm like, no, no, what is this? Is this another ticket? I spent one time, man. Can you give me a break? Please. He said, don't leave now. Well, I gotta go at some point. I've been on here for over an hour. Oh, you like my smile? Thanks. We were some dumb kid. Yeah, we were. Do you have fruit for some reason? Fruit bowl. Ooh, yeah. I finished all my granola. Well, I finished my yogurt, and then someone else ate the rest of the granola because I saw it in the trash. So I might have to go to the grocery store to be honest. Maybe I'll get some jambalaya. That was good. I might have to go to the grocery store. You just want to go back to playing Rock Band at your friend's house. But you know what's crazy? Even though I don't really talk to my dad anymore, just because of, you can watch enough videos to figure that out. My best rock band group, this is gonna sound crazy. It was me, my dad, my dad's friend, and my dad's friend's son. And this is the perfect, we would win everything. So I wasn't even playing with kids. I was playing with grown men. It was me on the microphone, my dad on the guitar. No, my dad on the drums, his friend on the guitar, and then his friend's son on the guitar. And the four of us, even we were so serious about it that when my little sister tried to play, we only let her play one time because she messed up our record. So it was us four and nobody else. Nobody else was allowed to play rock band because they would mess up our tour. And we were very serious about that. So I was playing rock band with grown men and one other kid. Well, we would kill it every time. And that was the best pairing, and we wouldn't let anybody else play. So we were game hogs, and my sister would get upset. But it's like, oh well, if you can't play and you're messing up the group, oh well, you're kicked out of the band. Oh yes, the vanilla flavored Greek yogurt. Yes, I love Greek yogurt. That's the one. That's the one from Lee. All of them have good ones, but the vanilla flavored is the best. I agree. Yeah, I might have to get some jambalaya. You played rock band with your dad's always worked out. Yeah, my dad was a really good personal rock band. He's like an avid gamer in general. So that's where I had video games. My mom, not really into video games. Like I had like Dance Dance Revolution and like this High School Musical game and like stuff like that. But like my dad had all the games. Like that's why I used to play 007 and like he's a gamer himself. So yeah, that's how we did it. Let's be friends. We're friends right now. Everybody here that we're talking, we're all friends. We're all friends. I'll be on here for 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a timer because Jesus will tell you. Sometimes I'll be trying to leave and then the conversation starts and then I'll start talking again. So I'm gonna look up the timer on my laptop. 5 minutes so that way I will leave. Cause sometimes, oh, somebody got put on timeout. I don't know what you said, but you probably deserved it. Which wait, what is the song again? Oh yeah, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when cheese it comes for you? Embarrassingly, I know the High School Musical game you're talking about. Listen, there's no reason to be embarrassed. I used to love that game. It's out with the old and in with the new. Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue. A dip in the pool. Hey, Captain, you're actually a little late to the live. I'm about to be done. But I finished the book. So I will be posting another book club today. First of all, for a brief moment, shout out to Captain Commenter. Captain Commenter is my number one book club buddy. And the like a literal captain of commenting. So shout out to you. But I'm gonna be gone in 4 minutes now. But I hopefully will be back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. But you guys know I just go live randomly. I might try to go live again later today, but my mom has a lot of stuff that we're supposed to be doing. So I don't know. But yeah, that High School Musical game was fantastic. It was literally one of the best games ever. If you were into High School Musical and if you like sing-alongs, that was like one of my favorite games. And Sharpay, that fabulous song, I want fabulous. That is my simple request. I love that song. Now it's stuck in my head. Bigger and better and best. I need something inspiring to help me get along. I love that one. Is that so wrong? Will not take my info. Wait a minute. This is as much as friends as we're gonna be, buddy. I can be crazy. You don't even know. You missed all my crazy person stories. Right, feeling feisty. Cool, you got a strong family unit. Very well. I don't talk to my dad anymore, but I can recognize that, he has very redeeming qualities, but we haven't spoken in years. So I wouldn't go that far. I do have some, like, I'm really cool with my mom and stuff. We're really good in that side of my family, but I actually don't talk to most of my family because they're toxic. And I even had some cousins make a fake profile of me on Facebook and made it like I was an SW worker, and they like created a fake Facebook page and apparently were running it for months and I didn't even know about it. And then they showed my granny and tried to tell her that I was selling myself on the internet, on Facebook, not even on OF. They made a fake Facebook account of me. And so yeah, that's what my older cousins did. So I wouldn't necessarily say too much cuz I have some crazy family as well. Yeah, my family created a fake Facebook account and tried to make it look like I was an SW on Facebook. So that's what my older cousins did to me. And these were grown men, by the way. So, there's that. There's that. So, yeah, I just also can recognize, like, from my dad, for example, even though we don't talk, I do have good memories from him. And he's the reason why I know I can be an entrepreneur and why I started my businesses, because he has multiple successful businesses and he's been in business for like many, many years, like more than 20 years successfully. And so even though we don't talk right now, I can still recognize that he had a big impact on my life, and I am thankful for that, but also he's toxic. So yeah, I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Oh shoot, I forgot about Conan Gray. I have not. I'm gonna add that down. I'm sorry. Wait, didn't I listen to it on my earphone? Oh my gosh, he's such a cutie. I keep forgetting. He's such a cutie, but I will listen to Conan Gray. I actually totally forgot. I am on here for 30 more seconds, guys. They got too much free time. Yeah, because who does that? Who has time? First of all, who's even on Facebook? No shade if you are, but I don't even use Facebook anymore. So yeah. And these are my older male cousins. So there's that. There's that. Poopy cousins are the worst. Yeah, I definitely didn't deserve that. But you know what? What I've learned is you don't have to do anything for people to put hate on you. Oh, that's it. All right, guys. That is it for today. What I will say is it's unfortunate, but the more good you do in this world, the bigger of a target you are for people and their demon delusions, okay? So keep shining. Like someone said to me, I appreciate it. Keep shining, keep being amazing, keep being yourself, because the more positive light and love and good energy you bring into this world, the more people are going to try to dim it, because um they're haters, and people that don't like good energy will try to stomp it out of you because they don't understand how, after you've gone through everything in your life, they don't understand how you're still happy. They don't understand how you're still thriving and how you're still having a good day and still pure and lively. And people that are miserable want you to be miserable too, and they're jealous because you're not miserable. Okay? So, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Alrighty, they're miserable. Let's be honest. Yes, bitter and rotten. Hi, Rosie. We're actually done with the live today. In closing, I hope that you guys find your purpose in life. Be amazing. Do good things for other people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And if someone's treating you wrong, you can cut them off, but you can also still acknowledge that you might have great memories with them, but you don't have to be somewhere that you're not appreciated. So keep shining, keep growing, keep thriving, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I'm planning to go live tomorrow because I don't think I have anything to do tomorrow morning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will be live at some point. So maybe it'll be like a game. Turn your notifications on. Then you'll know when I'll be here. But keep being awesome. And thank you guys for a great conversation. Cheese it. Shout out to you for amazing commentary and moderating skills. And shout out to you for not being a power hungry moderator. But even if you were, I would still appreciate it. Shout out to Jude, our new Chatterbox Unhinged Club member, and everyone else that was in here, and Captain Commenter in general. Don't overwhelm your mind. Just do it when you're ready. Right, you're right. You're right. See you, Rosie. Slay to my divas. All right. Bye.